けとか The fact that there's no bed here wasn't it? There's no clock either. I assume a day has passed, but what time is it exactly? I have no clue. The only thing they have here is two surveillance cameras placed in a way that leaves no room for a blind spot. They haven't given me the food nor drink since yesterday. So is this it for me then? Is my brain going to be tampered with again? I can't let that happen. I need to convince Caleb somehow. Am I going to do that though? Finally, after what seems to be the longest time, the door on the room finally slides open again. Caleb walks in, looking way calmer than he did yesterday. Which is good. It means that I can try to talk to him still. Caleb lets out a sigh. Man, you're really a handful. I swear I've told you to ignore everything Frida says. Yet, you went ahead and listened to her anyway. Is she really that much more trustworthy than I am, huh? No, but you didn't give me much of a choice. You won't tell me anything and I've literally begged you for answers. So I turn to someone who's willing to give me actual answers. It's as simple as that. まあね、仕方ないね。選んでられない。Caleb, at this point, I know what's going on here. You've been involved in this human experiment project for years now, searching for a way to resurrect the dead by transferring their consciousness into another body. In other words, Project Metempsychosis. Am I right? まあそこまでわかったね。I see.Caleb biting his own lip, like he has something to say, but he just keeps quiet. You won't say anything? Then I'll continue. Alan is already dead, and your main goal is to resurrect him. You have experimented on 3 people and tried to possibly restructure their brain to think and act like him, and that includes me.My body actually belongs to Roy Yoon, and you tampered with my brain to make. I trailed off mid-sentence. If I wanted to convince Caleb to let me have my brain as is, then I should probably act like Allen and act as if the experiment is a success. However, that doesn't feel right to me. There's no logical reason as to why I think this. I just think it's wrong to continue this pretend play.So I take in a long breath and finally finish my sentence. Me. You've tampered with Roy's brain to create me. Someone who has the memories of Alan, yet not him. Someone who can be recognized as Roy, yet also not him. Caleb's face shifts at that. Surprisingly enough, his expression seems to have softened instead.Seeing that makes me feel just slightly more relieved and relaxed. I decided to continue. See? I basically know almost everything so far. Now that I know the truth, what makes you so afraid to talk? Caleb parts his lips, as if he's about to say something, but nothing comes out of his mouth. Only silence. っていうか、今思い出したんですけど、今日中にホラーゲームを一つ作りたいなと思ってた。っていうのは、今、ジャムで、itch.io のジャムで、ホラーゲームのジャムがなんかたくさんあったから、そのどれか一つに参加しようかなと思って。ね、ジャムに参加しないと新しいゲーム作る意欲が湧かないんですよね。なんかこう、外からの強制力がないと、やる気になれないっていうか、サボっちゃうから永遠に。良くないなと思って、それはね。なんとなく、別に仕事でやってるわけじゃないからいいんだろうけど。なんとなく、こう心の底に引っかかるものがあって、何もしてないと、何か生産的なことをしてないと。だからそれを解消するために、なんか作りたいんですよね。多分ね。でもね、それだけじゃない気がするな。まあいいでしょう。Caleb parts his lips as if he's about to say something, but nothing comes out of his mouth, only silence.Eventually, he just closes them again, briefly glancing at one of the surveillance cameras in the room before he just sighs. Show me your pockets. Wow. The fact that you can access this place means that you are carrying a key card and not a combination to the elevator somehow. Give them to me. I click my tongue out of the frustration at Caleb's word. He's not here to talk. No, it seems that he can't. He's just doing whatever his boss wants him to do. Whoever they are. 監視カメラあるからね。I refuse. You are not in a position where you can refuse. He doesn't even wait for me to respond and just shove his hand inside of his pocket of my robe. Hey! As I feared, Caleb eventually finds a key card and notes that I've been hiding. He looks through each item one by one, then his eyes widen at the note, the one with Julia's phone number on it. Not wanting to cause any kind of misunderstanding or make him think that Julia has been trying to flee me, I quickly butt in. Ooh, that's not what it looks like. Okay? Trying to defend yourself now? Give it a rest already. Or are you still hiding something? Caleb checks my pockets again, putting his hand inside it. What's with this guy? Don't touch my... Knock it off already. There's nothing there anymore. You're starting to creep me out. What are you going to do next? Do a full-on body search? He stops to look at me, dead in the eyes at my question. Do you want me to? I don't know. No, quit joking around and just finish up already. I swear I can see Caleb trying to stifle his laughter by posing his lips. After a few more seconds, he finally pulls back. Well, I just had to make sure. You never know. I'll be leaving then. Someone will probably come over to give you some food soon. 牢獄にいられた。With that, Caleb leaves the room. He can talk about important stuff, but he can joke around shamelessly like that. Either talk or don't talk at all. Screw him. But wait, if he can react like that, then he doesn't really view me in a bad light, right? His reaction when I told him that I'm not Alan nor Roy was odd too. You would think that he'd be upset at that, while thinking my gaze lands on my pockets. Through a gap, I see a piece of paper still inside it. あ、何かメッセージが。Didn't Caleb take all of them? Which one did he leave for me? Frida's or Julia's? Being mindful of security cameras, I slip my hand inside my pocket and raise the note slightly. It's Julia's number. Julia か。Why would he give this back to me? Is he already aware that his sister had been helping me behind his back? What is Caleb thinking? I wonder. Waiting for the promised food to be delivered, I just sit on the ground and stare at the security camera. It glows red, significantly signifying that the camera not turned on. It continues to glow red, till a few minutes later when the glow fades. I rub my left eye, thinking that maybe my eye is playing tricks on me, but the red glow really is gone. 電源切れた。What I'm questioning as to why it happened, the door opened yet again. Alan! Miss! The blonde woman walks hurriedly inside the room, bringing a tray of bread and milk. My savior, thank you for the food. I was starving. My pleasure, Alan. Please eat this quickly. 金髪の人って世の中に 10%、16% だっけ？なんかすごい少ないんだよね、人口比率的に。何%だったっけな？調べていい？これ金髪の人口比率はなんだっけな、ブロンドポピュレーションレーションズ。これ書いてないのか。まあ一緒だね。 blonde population ratios in 2023. My last played in January. じゃあ2022にして。わかんないわ。そんなことは調べなくてもいいか。Without her telling me that I already reached all the buttons, quickly biting to it. Meanwhile, Julia continues to speak to me. To think that it has come to this. Yeah, tell me about it. You should escape as soon as possible. Yet, you didn't listen to me. Sorry. Hey, wait. Is it okay for you to be talking to me like this in front of this camera? 髪の毛の色なんてさ、気にしなくてもいいんだよね。だって年取ればみんな白髪になるんだから。アジア人も英語圏の人もみんな世界中の全ての人間が年取れば白髪になって最終的には全部抜けて白骨化するわけだからね。小さな差異だよな。髪の毛の色なんてものは。Hey, wait, is it okay for you to be talking to me like this in front of the cameras? Don't worry, it'll be fine. Frida covered me. She made sure to turn off the security cameras for this room and tamper with the footage for the time being. I almost choked on my food hearing that. Sorry, you and Frida? Yes. Frida とつるんでたの。I didn't know you two were friends. I wouldn't say we're friends, but we decided to work together for the time being. She found out that I've been helping you with the key card. And since you were found out the snooping, I decided to talk all the blame for it, saying that she gave you the key card and the combination to the elevator. Isn't that way too nice of Frida? What's the catch here? She wanted me to seem innocent to the executives, so they'll still let me take care of you. Julia then pulls out another key card and gave it to me. Here, make sure to hide it so that Caleb won't find it, miss. Thank you so much, you really are my angel. This is just the least I could do for you. Still, I'm aware that I'm only here thanks to Frida. She asked me to lead you to the storage room and show you around, but Alan, I think you should just leave right now. それしか言わないの、ジュリア、この人。ここから立ち去れとしか言わない。なんかそういう閉鎖的な村の住民みたいな、立ち去れみたいな。Please listen to me this time around. They are planning to erase your memories again in a few days. You don't have much time left. I'll read you out right now. It's a bit risky, but it's now or never. Alan, come with me. There's no need for you to know more than you already did. 逃げるのか？Please, before it's too late. ジュリアもジュリアなんか怪しいよな。外に行くと危ないんじゃないのか、逆に。来たね。選択肢。選択肢出るの異常に遅い。選択肢出ない。出た。選択肢出るの異常に遅い。仕方ないね。ワインで動かしてるからね。で、怪しいな。Sorry, miss.I know you mean well, and that you are trying to atone for being involved in all of this in your own way. But I also have my own goal right now. I want to find out the whole truth behind what happened. There are still missing puzzle pieces after all. But after you know everything, then what do you do? I try to stop Caleb. And how are you going to do that? I don't know. Huh?I guess I just let my future self decide my next course of action. But for now, I'm sure of one thing. The running away won't fix everything. やったね。これが正しいルートみたい。You told me that I'm just an innocent man. Sure, I probably didn't do anything, but I'm still a big part of this. If I don't do something about this, I feel like everything will be the same as it has always been. Caleb will just find another person to turn into Alan. There will be more people like me. But you're just putting yourself in bigger danger. So be it. In the first place, I'm not supposed to exist, am I? Both Alan and Roy are technically dead. If I die, nothing will change. At least, I want to try to make Caleb understand that all of this isn't right. That all of this nonsense about metempsychosis is just harming him. And that this is something Alan would have wanted him to do. I don't feel like I'm Alan, but I have his memories and heard enough stories about him. I'm confident that I know him enough. Besides, right now, I'm the closest person around that bears a resemblance to Alan. If he's going to listen to anyone, then it'll be me. So miss, let me help too. The room Frida mentioned, please show it to me. まあ病院の外出てもさ、もう家族もいないわけだし、家族もマフィアに殺されちゃったわけだし、しかも外出たらマフィアにまた狙われるわけだから、病院の中にいた方が安全かもしれないよね。この人にとっては。The room Frida mentioned, please show it to me. You. Not only do you like to talk big, but you're stubborn too, huh? Yeah, sorry for always causing you trouble, miss. It's fine, I'm used to it at this point. You mentioned that you don't see yourself as Alan. I'm sure it's get confusing if I keep referring to you by his name. You're not wrong about that. Miss, could you give me another name for the time being? Well, we always call you by your subject ID number. Your identification number ends with 07, Ryukishi 7. So we call you that you're different, yet you and the other subjects. Maybe you can use the name for the time being. I see. Oh, 7, huh? 7-Eleven. Alright, good enough for now. 7, 竜騎士7になっちゃった。Now that we have all the clear up. You told me that Frida wanted you to show me somewhere, right? Yes. Personally, I'd advise you against it, but knowing you, you'll go anyway. I'll take you there. 連れてってくれるって。While Julia leads the way, I simply trail behind her. If my memory is correct, the room that Frida wants me to take a look at shouldn't be too far from here. Surprisingly, not a lot of people around. There are only 1 or 2 people with lab coats, but Julia doesn't seem to be around by their existence. Miss, is it okay if we are seen like this? Well, people from Frida's team, so it should be fine. I see. Team, huh? How many teams are there for this project in the first place? In this hospital, there's only 1 division, separated into 2 subdivisions. Those subdivisions are led by Caleb and Frida. すごいね。みんなすごい上に立つ人たち、リーダー的なポジションの人だったんだ。フリーダとカレブは。Does that mean there are more divisions outside of this hospital? Julia simply nods, without giving me much explanation. I myself don't know how many there are exactly. All I know is that this is a large-scale project. じゃあその兄の紹介でこの病院に来たのかな、ジュリアは。A large-scale project. Then even if I manage to convince Caleb to stop doing whatever he's doing, there's a big chance that the project would continue on. Everything that I'm doing right now, isn't it just useless? 何のための研究なんだろうね、これ。金持ちが自分の命を永遠にするための研究なんだろうな、大方。As I'm still deep in my thoughts, Julia brings me into the research room. I'm sorry, this is as far as I'm willing to read you. Huh? You're going to leave me here? I won't leave. I'm going to wait here for you. I only want you to know this. Whatever you see inside our room, please try to keep calm and don't steal or break anything there. That's all. I'm sorry that I can only do this much. I see. I understand. And miss, it's fine. I'll be back in a moment. Walking back into the room I discovered yesterday, I tried to do my investigation as quickly as I can. If I get too careless like yesterday, who knows what will happen to me this time around. Skimming through the shelves, I see some folders with interesting labels on their covers. It's the names of the list subjects. Alice, Ruth, Myra. Valentino, Gael, Vasquez, Lopez, Roy Hong-yoon. And there are also some other folders with names I didn't expect to see. Mei Chen-yoon, Danica Elizabeth Yoon, and Nora Bella Yoon. 4日が多い。May was my man, but who are these other people that share my surname? Wait, is this Roy's family? I grabbed Danica's folder and flipped through it. There's a record of Danica's life written on it. ああ、こいつの娘 Skimming through most of it, I finally find the information I'm looking for. Danica is married to Roy Hong-yoon. ロイって誰だっけ？ロイって今この主人公が記憶移植手術を受けた人でしょ？ロイ。オリジナルの記憶を持ってる人。ロイはダニカと結婚している？ 2027年。I decide to open Nora's folder. It's more or less the same as Danica's, filled with the records of her life. Somehow, the more I learn about Roy's wife and child makes me feel queasy.Finding the sensation unbearable, I close Nora's folder and close to look through Roy's. Ripping it open, I see pictures of brain scans in different angles. Are these scans of his brain? There's none of that in the previous folder, so aside from brain scans, there's also a detailed information on Roy's life. His record seems to be much more detailed than his wife's and daughter's records. I skim through the other folders.Most of them have scan results in their folder, with the exceptions of my mom's folder. Are these folders information to use for their metempsychosis? To revive the dead back to life, Caleb wants to repay those who volunteer to be part of this messed up project by putting their consciousness in a random person's body, creating more people like me. And if he really wants to revive Roy's daughter,Then that would mean どういうことなの？ちょっと人物の相関図が分かんなくなってきた。Is he really going to use children for this? My grip on the folder tightens, and they say they want to make this project public. Like hell anyone going to accept this? I just shove the folder back into the shelf before I notice folder named Aran Yuan Yun.Original. Placed slightly far away from the other folders. Original. The contents are most likely the same as the other folders, but it wouldn't hurt to take a peek. The first thing I see upon opening the folder immediately proves me wrong. What? I see two pictures. One of them is Allen, lying down on the ground, his face pale and his entire body soaked with water.Another one is, what is this? It's a picture of a naked body. However, its head had been replaced by a reddish-brown colored mess of meat and bone fragments. ぶっ潰されてんだ。脳みそ摘出したんじゃないの？ These pictures are in Alan's folder. These have to be the pictures that Caleb showed to Roy in the video. I keep staring at the picture. The gears in my brain continue to turn as I keep questioning why and how this came to be. Caleb and Alan seem to be on good terms, so much so that Caleb wants to revive Alan. So then why did he crush Alan's head and discard his clothes? He had to have hidden the body if nobody could find the corpse to this day. If Caleb truly loved him so much, why did he do all that?The more I think about it though, the more frustrated I become. Caleb, what the hell did you do? The next pages in the folders are, luckily for me, not as disturbing. It's simply information on Alan's life. However, he also doesn't have scan results of his brain. But why is that? Shouldn't he have the most detailed data since he's the main focus of this project?Finding no answers to my question within Alan's folder, I close it and venture deeper into the room instead. I find some unknown chemicals, bottles with weird things inside it, and then あ、脳みそ。こいつがオリジナルの脳みそか。I see it. A lone brain submerged in some sort of liquid. Contrary to some items in this room that has gone dusty, the surface of the glass jar that contains the brain is almost spotless. Beautiful. Looking at the paper shading beside the container, my question from earlier is answered. 脳みそって書くの難しいよね。綺麗な脳みそだね。あれ、うまくできなかった。脳みその全体像を見ようとしたけどうまくできなかった。メッセージボックス隠せなかった。There's a brain scan result right on the table. Reading the top corner of it, there's Alan's full name on it. So, this must be his brain. Yummy. What the? So, Caleb took his brain out after Alan died. And for what? For him to do an extremely inhuman experiment in the name of his boyfriend? Now she begins to engulf me. No wonder he's trying so damn hard to hide all of this. Even if the experiment succeeded, no matter how kind he is, Alan wouldn't have been able to look at all this in positive light. Caleb keeps saying that all of this is for Alan's sake, but is it really? Cause all I'm seeing here is a desperate attempt to make Caleb feel better about himself. His brain, the documents. What if I just destroy it all? If I do, then all of this nonsense will come to a halt, right? まあね。あ、待って。でも何も壊すなってジュリアが言ってたから、ここに来て選択肢が増えてきたね。選択肢がなかなか出ない。出た。画面切り替えないと出ないのかな。セーブしとこう。セーブたくさんセーブできるね。まだまだ。よいしょ。セーブしとこうね。Don't destroy it. そうすると話終わっちゃうし。No. Let's calm down first. Julia told me not to break or steal anything. I should listen to her. そうだよ。Besides, this is Caleb we are talking about. I'm unsure what he'll do if I just break everything here. Right now, I think it's safe to say that I'm in Caleb's good graces. I shouldn't do anything to change that fact. But what can I even do at this point? This is a large-scale project. There are many divisions to Project Metamorphosis, and I'm sure there's big money behind this project. Judging from what I know so far, it seems that even calling the police to report all of this isn't going to change anything. Does that mean that the government is on it too? Then, if that's really the case, there really is nothing I can do, is there? Running away and saving myself is the cowardly method, that the only viable option for me. 07? Sorry, we should probably get you back to your room soon. 07, are you okay? Sorry, I was just thinking. Reading through most of this, understanding Project Metamorphosis more, I guess you can say that I'm slowly losing hope. You were right, I only talked big. I thought all I had to deal with was Caleb, but everything turned out much more complicated than I thought. I'm just a man who's not even supposed to exist in the first place, which, with a missing arm and eye. Sorry, Julia, I probably should have listened to you from the start. まあ、片目があるからまだいいじゃんね。07. It's alright. I wasn't asking you to take on the people behind this project in the first place. All I want is to give those who fall victims to this project a safe place and a chance to live properly. I also wanted my brother to just distance himself away from this project and move on from Alan's death. 07. You won't be able to stop Project Metamorphosis, however. I think you're able to convince Caleb still. そうなの。Ever since Alan's death, Caleb has always been so emotionless and distant. Even towards the previous subject like 05 and 06, he doesn't really open himself up to them. He always ended up distancing himself from them. Caleb still takes care of them as best as he could, but he couldn't be as emotionally attached to them. But when you came to be, he's becoming more emotionally responsive. Are you sure that's not just because I kept lasting out to him and made him なんとか? Well, that's also part of it, but still, his mood seems to be better after he talks to you. Last night, he even talked to me about you. そうなの？一緒に暮らしてんの? He admitted that he wanted to release you from the hospital. Huh? That was before you were caught red-handed wandering around, of course. ああ、そうか。もともと逃がそうとしてくれてたんだ。Since some of the executives saw you too, we had no choice but to go along with whatever they want. Suddenly, I remember him putting Julia's phone number back into my pocket. Then he did that on purpose, knowing that Julia had been helping me. 味方だったんだな。But my point is, there's still something that you can do. After all, Caleb cares for you. Really? Now? Is it just because I'm similar to Alan? No, O7. He cares for you. Trust me. And since he views you in a good light, you might be able to convince him to stop. If he stopped, this project would hurt momentarily too. 責任者だからか。アレブが。Convince him to stop, huh? He spends years trying to bring Alan back. Can he really stop if I just talk to him? Is Caleb really the type to just give up just because someone told him so? I highly doubt it, but it's worth a shot. At least it's better than nothing. Then, I try my best. Thank you for listening to me and telling me all that, miss. You're welcome. I'm happy to be able to help. Now, we should go back. Frida told me that Caleb might be back soon. Ah, alright. Okay then, I'm ready to go back. なるほど。まだまだ続くみたいな。As Julia lead me back to my room, I keep thinking hard about what I should do next. Can I really just butter Caleb up like that? There's no way to be that simple. 正しい道に来てる気がするな。正しいルートに来てる気がする。今までゲームオーバーになってないし。チャプター7まで来ちゃったよ。ホープ。最終章っぽい気がするけど。休憩。I've been thinking for a while now. Thinking of what to say to Caleb or what I should do when I see him again. The thing is, I still don't know how Alan died. Caleb told Roy that he killed him, but somehow I find that hard to believe. Because if Caleb really did murder his own boyfriend, trying to revive him again would make sense. An accident must have happened or some sort, something that led Caleb to believe that he is responsible for Alan's death. However, will he have killed Alan for the sake of Project Metempsychosis? That's another possibility I've thought of. There has to be a reason why Alan's head was utterly destroyed like in the picture yesterday. Caleb doesn't seem cold-blooded enough to do that, but if that really in that case, either way, regardless of how Alan died, what he did was still cool. That's not changing the fact. His own adoptive sister couldn't talk him out of it. アダプティブシスターなの？血は繋がってないのか。あ、そうか。だってさ、里親に出されてって、里親っていうか、父親の妹夫婦のところに里子に出されてて、でそこの家族の娘がジュリアなのか。複雑だね。I've been seeing the results of his failed experiments could stop him. However, Julia believed that I could do something about it. Therefore, I should do something about it. I let out the wrong side as my grip on my IV drip tightens. あれ Speak of the devil. Morning, here's your food. Caleb simply says that he puts a tray of food beside me. It's a wonton noodle with some sliced watermelon on the side and water. ウォーターメロンとウォーター。ウォーター尽くしだ。ワンタンスープだ。I cooked the noodles myself, so I hope it's to your liking. You did? That's odd. I know Julia told me that the kids for me, but this seems... No, this is good for me. If his mood is this good, then maybe I can just shoot my shot right now. Thanks for the food, Caleb. Say, I've been wondering what exactly happened to Alan. Alan is dead, isn't he? Going straight for the gut, huh? I literally just entered the room and you immediately hit me with that question. Honestly, I just don't see any point in small talk. Would you rather have me talk about a weather first? I'll do that if you want. Not literally about weather, of course, since I can't see anything from this place. No, that's fine. You don't need to do any of that. 窓のない部屋はさ、うつ病になる確率が格段に跳ね上がるらしい。Your question just caught me off guard, that's all. Alan's this, huh? I guess I can tell you about it. He drowned himself in a river. That's what happened. 放心自殺したのか。Is that it? During your talk with Roy, you say that you are guilty. Oh, so you've watched that video, huh? What's with the reaction? Well, I should have expected it. Otherwise, you wouldn't have known what you know now. Since you've seen it, I guess I should elaborate. In a way, I was also guilty. Guilty of what? Cutting open Alan's head, taking his brain, and creating his corpse. Why? I wanted to make things right again. I couldn't do anything for Alan, and in the end, he killed himself. Frida has been telling me about Project Metempsychosis, asking me if I wanted to join her. その計画を言ってたのか。10年前に。なんか加われよって誘ってたんだ、フリーダが。I thought that if this project succeeds, things might just be back to how it hurts. Let me get this straight then. So, this girl from your uni is telling you about an absurd project of reviving dead people. And you thought that the best next course of action after finding your lover dead is to participate in the project? Do you realize how stupid and crazy that sounds? That's not even a guarantee that it will work. And that's where you are wrong. I don't have believed it, but I didn't see it with my own eyes. Frida, she's one of the results of this project after. フリーダも何？本人じゃないの？What? One time, while the two of us were... ちょっと待って。地震だ。地震だなぁ。いや、これちょっと日本の地震じゃないわ。また石川県か。2024年1月28日、今日か。いや、今の震度1じゃなかったな。まだ出てないか。まだ出てないみたいだね。震度1でいいの？震度1だったの？石川県。 石川県でずっと余震が続いてる。すごいね。まあ震度 1だったら体感できないから気にはならないんだろうけど、震度4やばかったよね。震度4もあったんだ。あ、来た？なんじゃないこれ今。ほら、震度4だわ。東京だね。石川県が震央ではないのか。東京都23区が震度4。神奈川県が震度4。あとは震度3。なるほど。まあ石川県の方ではなかったからまあいいのかな。One time while the two of us were out together doing our group project, we were kidnapped by a group of people. Long story short, she died right in front of me. 3 gunshots right through her head. She was dead for sure. I checked for her pulse and everything. Since I wasn't actually this group's target, they let me go. And right when I was let go, I received a call from Frida saying that she is fine and well. That's I thought I was hallucinating, but Frida just showed up like nothing ever happened. Apparently, she was a clone. Clone? I'm not sure if you know this, but Project Metamorphosis is split off into 2 different divisions and separated into more subdivisions. Frida and I are in subdivision 0. We focus on the brain and memory, the biological consciousness of a body. There are different divisions focusing on different things. For example, the body division, which is separated into 2 subdivisions. Creating clones and a robot body. Finding out ways to create a vessel for the consciousness is their purpose. Subdivision 0. 07. That's my ID, isn't it? So the 0 before 07 is a number indicating the subdivision? Knowing your ID is one thing, but remembering and connecting 2 and 2 together, you never fail to impress me. And yes, that indicates that you're subject of a subdivision. ついていけないわ。I stay silent for a short while, trying to process the information Caleb just gave me. It's no wonder why Caleb participated in this project since he saw actual results from it. If you can create these bodies on your own, then why do you bother trying to get random people and turning them into Alan? Isn't that way more complicated? Not exactly. Both ways are complicated on their own rights. Rather than waiting for the body division, which is already busy with their own projects, to create a body, we decide to try and act independently instead. Besides, we've already tried all the other methods before with O3 and O4. They didn't end up the way we wanted them to be, so they are now handled by the body division. And how are they now? 死んだんじゃない? Who knows? So in other words, you abandoned them and threw them away. What? They didn't fit your standards, so you just throw them away like a broken toy. 07, you don't know the full story about 03 and 04, so don't get all right us on me now. They are not like you. If you harmed them yourself, you wouldn't abandon them the same way I did. No, you know what I would do? I'd stop doing all of these inhuman experiments. If it really is that bad, then maybe it's a clear sign for you to stop, Caleb. Easy for you to say that. Look, you don't know anything, so stop acting like you do. I doubt you'd act any differently if you were in my shoes. That's how you are going to justify your actions, huh? Do you remember who is it that you're talking to? I'm literally the result of your experimentation. てかさ、日本でまた大地震が起きるとさ、また円安になるでしょう。円安になってやるから、やっぱ新NISAは外国株にしといた方がいいよね。てかまあ自分が死んだら意味ないんだけどさ。 なんだったらもう外国に移住した方がいいよね。それが一番だと思う。お金があればね。Do you remember who is it that you are talking to? これ見たね。I don't care about a full story. You are still using other innocent people's lives for your own selfish reasons. Selfish? Oh, Seven, I'm doing all of this for Allen. All of the people who consented to being subjected to this. Of course, I'll make sure they revive as well. Alice, Valentino, Roy, and his family, all of them. Tell me, how is that selfish? なるほど。You're doing all of this for Alan? Huh? Did he truly want all of this? If the project succeeds and he's back alive again, will he look at all this and go, "Whoa, you are my savior"? I doubt it. What if the project fails? All of your promises to receive the revivals you used for this experiment, what will happen to them? And that is exactly why I have to make sure this project succeeds, or Seven. 切れた。So that your suffering, along with the others, won't end up being in vain. Don't you fucking get it? There's a moment of silence as Caleb ruffles his hair and lets out a long sigh, as if trying to calm himself down. I may not know what Alan truly wanted, but there's one thing that I'm sure of. That Alan didn't actually wish to die that day. Maybe if I had just stopped him from drinking back then, maybe I could convince himself to change his mind before he threw himself into that river. If only I handled it better, things would have been different now. Still, despite that, I know that what I'm doing now is messed up and I'm sorry for that. But if I stop now, then Alan's death, all of the people I've sacrificed, all of my own pain, what are they for? で、サンクコストってやつだね。They'll end up for nothing, and I don't want that. At this point, I don't care if Alan views me as a monster when this project finally succeeds. I want Alan to leave. I want to finish what I've started. Make it so all of our suffering can amount to something at the end of the day. なるほどね。Are you sure? About Alan, I mean. You don't care if he views you as a monster. If that really is the case, then you wouldn't have hidden all this information from me when I first woke up, right? Yes, you did. You told me that secrecy was for my own good, but was that truly all it was? Deep down, you are scared, aren't you? And? So, what if I'm scared? At the end of the day, Alan was my lover. Of course I'd be afraid of him, viewing me as a villain. なるほどね。いろいろ考えてたんだね。I catch Caleb briefly glancing at the security camera in my room, then turning once again. I need to leave soon. I visited you to check up on you. It seems that you're doing fine, since you're able to yell at me like that. Truth to be told, I wanted to have a nice and peaceful chat with you for once. For the last time. Wait, what? For the last time? What do you mean by that? Executives told me to begin restructuring your brain soon and make you forget about all of this. You're pretty rebellious and kinda wild card. You also know way too much of this project. Obviously, you disagree with what we were done, so we couldn't let you escape. No! リセットされちゃうんだったもん。No! What the hell? The procedure. Well, tomorrow. We will start the procedure tomorrow. Tomorrow? I'm sorry, it's my fault. I've tried talking with the executives, but they wouldn't listen. 株主め。Please finish your meal. Let's be the last one you get to Savior after all. だからワンタンスープ作ってくれたんだ。I'll be leaving then. I failed to convince him. I stayed here in order to make him change his mind, but I think it's clear that I'm just being too optimistic. やっぱジュリアが助けてくれんじゃない。Despite telling Julia that I'm fine with this, I find myself feeling scared at the thought of disappearing. As Caleb is making his way towards the door, something crosses my mind. What if I just kill him? Right here, right now, right here. Why Julia did tell me that Caleb wanted to release me before I was sent to this room. There's no guarantee that I still feel the same way now. My grip on my IV stand tightens. If I want to kill him, right now is the perfect time for it. やんのか？助けてくれんじゃないのでも。これやっちゃうのはまずいんじゃないかな。なかなか出ないよ、これ。画面切り替えないと出ないんだ。Kill him. いやー。多分助けてくれるはず。I can't bring myself to do it. There's still a day left. Surely I can figure something out. I want to believe in Julia's words too, that Caleb still wants to get me out of here somehow. I know I'm taking a big gamble here, but there's no harm in seeing how this plays out. Not that I have that many choices to begin with. I find myself staring at the food that Caleb cooked for me. Wonton noodles, huh? 鍵が入ってんじゃない？ワンタンの中に。ワンタンの中にカードキー入ってんじゃないの？脱出できるんじゃない？ I may not be an Alan or Roy themselves, but I can tell that it smells just like the ones their mom used to make. So Alan taught Caleb his mom's recipe, huh? My stomach is rumbling. I guess I should just eat it then. I light the bowl up to the ship a little bit of the bowl rolls. When I do, my little finger brushes against an odd metallic texture under the bowl. I don't dare to look at what's stuck under the bowl right away. Instead, I put the bowl down and try to feel it with my finger. There's something taped under there. From the shape of it, I'm guessing a key. やっぱりワンタンの中じゃなくて器の下だったね。盲点もついてきたな。Key but for what? This door doesn't have any sort of keyhole for this kind of key. Most of the doors underground uses a card reader. From what I can see, while I was exploring yesterday, so go upstairs. Wait, Caleb said something about finishing my meal earlier. Does that mean he actually wants to help me? But cannot say it outright because of the cameras. Or did someone else, like Julia, decide to sleep less in with the meal and Caleb just has no idea about it? I'm not sure anymore. For now, I've decided to finish my food first and foremost. まあ確かにそっか。誰がこれを持ってきてくれたのかわかんないよね。Moments pass. Has it been an hour or two? I've successfully ripped the item from underneath the bowl despite how hard it is since I only have one hand. It really is a key. God knows where the key leads to, but there's no harm in keeping it. Now I'm just sitting around thinking to myself. The fear of knowing what's going to happen tomorrow is starting to get to me. I stare at the camera for quite some time. Then I stand up and try to talk to it. Hey, how about sending someone in to talk with me? After all, Caleb himself seems to be talking cautiously whenever he's in here. He keeps glancing towards the camera, so it's surely recording audio as well. Really, now, you're all about to kill me and you don't have the slightest bit of empathy? I'm feeling anxious over here. Is that intentional? I might as well just die out of anxiety right here, right now. Is that what you want? No wonder all five jumped off and Oshik tried to bang his head against the fucking wall if this is the treatment you've given them. なるほどね。No response? Alright. I turn around and head towards the tray of food Caleb left me with. Good thing Caleb left me with a fork instead of chopsticks, huh? Nice. Man, the things I'm forced to do just to get someone in this room by my request is crazy. I hold the fork up against my neck, breathing in and out for solid minutes. Just as I was about to drive the fork into my neck, I hear the door slide open. 自殺はダメなの。Oh, Seven, don't do it! 監視されてたの。ジュリアが監視してたの。King Julia immediately sends a wave of relief all over me. Oh, thank God! I thought I'd actually have to do it. You really are my savior, miss. You really are. Huh? Sorry for the false alarm. I didn't want to resort to this, I swear. It's just that I thought that nobody will show up unless I do this. I see. I'm so glad. Yeah. なるほどね。Say, miss, this might sound weird, but can we hug for a bit? Huh? It's just that Caleb told me that tomorrow my brain's going to be restructured again. 秘密の話をするためか。I feel a bit melancholic now, and I figured a hug would relieve some of my nervousness. Oh, I see. Alright then. Shut. Acknowledging my request, she gently and awkwardly rasped her arms around me. I also rested my hand on her back, taking no comfort of being hugged before I whispered to Julia. オーディオね、録音されてるからね。Miss, I noticed something stuck under the bowl of food that Caleb brought me earlier. Do you know anything about that? Julia's body only depends for a while before she whispers back an answer. No, I don't. Julia じゃなかった。What is it? A key. It looks like a normal door key with nothing of note. It's inside of my pocket right now. All of a sudden, Julia pulls away from me. However, she still keeps both of her hands on my shoulders. She then speaks with a determined look on her face. Oh, Seven, this won't be the last time we talk. Huh? Tomorrow, I'll come by again. I bring you your favorite food and talk however much you want. Before the procedure. 死刑執行みたいな感じか。好きなもの食べられるの。死刑執行の前に。Wait, is this a way of hinting that she's going to do something tomorrow without trying to be suspicious in front of the camera? This is pretty suspicious though, but I don't have the heart to point that out after seeing her with a newly found excitement in her eyes. Whatever it is she's planning right now, I think I can safely assume that it means something good for me. Okay then. Thank you, miss. It truly means a lot. You're welcome, O7. It's the least I could do for you. よかったよかった。正しい選択肢だったみたいだね。今のところ。思うけど。Please wait for me until then. 明日が死刑執行の日か。また死刑決まったよね。最近。I fell asleep. When I woke up, things stayed the way they were from before I slept. It's as if nothing changed at all. This is bad. I could go insane if I stay here any longer. Not having anything else to do, I can only stare at the security cameras once again. Its red glow slowly piercing my retinas the more I stare. Luckily, I hear the door slide open. From the door, Julia enters while bringing a tray of food with her. 何持ってきてくれたんだろう。料理。Miss? Oh, Seven, are you doing well? Not really, but I'm doing better now that you're here. That's all. I'm glad. She then puts the tray down beside me. As she does so, she whispers, Do not eat the food. I quietly hummed as a reply. Then the food itself is probably drugged with sedative, assuming that this is the day that my brain's going to be tempered again. Also, I have some good news for you. It's about Caleb. 食べ物の中になんか睡眠薬混じってんのかな。She trails off, looking somewhat uneasy. Miss, what's wrong? Caleb どうなったの？ Sorry, please give me a moment. To be honest, I've been feeling a bit sick since earlier. Now it's gotten... あら。Miss? 毒盛られたのか。Julia suddenly falls to the ground, covering her mouth as she coughs violently. あ、口封じされたのか。I lower myself down to hold her back, trying to support her. What? I can hear confusion in her hoarse voice. Oh, Seven, I'm sorry. Unable to finish her sentence, she goes into another coughing fit. What are you even sorry for? Just stay still and... What? A help? What can I even help with? Still insisting on telling me something. Julia forced herself to talk some more. I think they are onto me. やられちゃったんだ。目をつけられちゃったんだね。Maybe trying to get rid of. However, Julia's cuffs only got more and more violent the more she talks. Her face quickly pales as blood starts to seep out in between her fingers. 昨日のさ、演技がまずかったんだよね。目をつけられちゃった。Miss, please hang in there. Eventually, Julia collapses, her own hands unable to support her own weight anymore. I look around frantically, trying to figure out a way to help her. There has to be a way. Somehow. But what can I do about it? Help somebody. I end up looking directly at the camera. It isn't glowing red anymore. 見てない。Huh? Of all times, why is the camera turned off right now? No, there's no time to think about why. Miss, sorry, but excuse me. I rummaged through her pockets, hedged hastily, trying to find a keycard to open this room's door. Eventually, I find it. Without wasting any more time, I rush to the door with the keycard in hand. That's a hospital after all. Surely help can be easily found, right? Was about to run out when I suddenly bump into someone. あら。Caleb! Step aside. I immediately do so, letting Caleb pass by me in a hurry. It's only... Then do I notice that Julia has stopped moving. Caleb crouches down to check up on Julia. Caleb? How is she? She'll be fine, right? No, she's dead. We lost her. What? They found out, huh? 体内になんか毒を仕込まれてんのかな。常に殺されても殺せるように毒を仕込まれてんのかな。What do you mean? They found out the executives. ビッグブラザーみたいな感じかな。They don't like it when people do things that hinder the project's progress. They must have found out that Julia had been trying to free you and decided to pull the trigger. No. Even though I promised to protect her. Even though she helped me, I couldn't help her. If only I wasn't so useless and so weak. I see Caleb picking up Julia's phone, stuffing it into his pocket before he looks at me. 07, come with me. Huh? Come with you to where? To the surgery room? どこ行くの? Caleb, your sister died and all you care about is continuing the project? You're no different than the people who murdered Julia. 07, don't make me repeat myself. Come with me. I need your cooperation with this, please. And what if I refuse? As I ask Caleb that question, my hand crisps on my RV stand. If he tries anything, I'll kill him. Please, 07. Trust me, at least just this once. Huh? Well, that's a weird thing to say to someone whose brain you are going to mess around with. Unless he's not going to tamper with my brain. Before I heard this, wasn't Julia going to tell me good news about Caleb? 言おうとしてたね。Well, do I even have a choice at this point? It's either this or whatever Caleb is planning to do to me. Fine then. Lead the way. Good. Make sure you stay close to me. Let's go. 出口に案内してくれるのかな。Caleb begins to walk away, leaving the room. I was about to follow him, so I can't help but to give Julia one last glance. I'm sorry, Julia. 死んだの、ジュリア。本当に。I follow him out. As we walk, I keep my gaze locked onto Caleb's back. My mind keeps on buzzing with questions and guesses about what Caleb's intentions are. Its solid expression really makes it all the more difficult for me to guess. Whatever it is, if he tries anything to harm me, I won't just take it lying down. While following him though, Caleb suddenly hurts. 何なの? Caleb is staring at the door to the research room with an unwilling look, as there are two people talking right in front of it, blocking the door. He only stares at them for a while longer before that he turns around, gesturing me to follow him. Did he want to bring me to the research room? But why? Before I know it, we are now standing right in front of an elevator, waiting for it to come down to this level. I'm pretty sure we walked past an operating room on our way here. I also saw that activities relating to Project Metamorphosis would be performed underground. So that begs the question, why are we using the elevator? 確かに。Caleb, seriously, where are we going? Dr. Caleb? やばい。気づかれた。ちょっと待って。Another person wearing a white lab coat approaches us. He looks at Caleb timidly. Sorry, but aren't you supposed to be taking Subject 07 to the operation room? Yes, but I'm taking him to his previous world first. 07 seems to have missed something there. It's the least I could do for him before beginning the procedure. 言い訳してん。Hearing Caleb blurt out the lie so easily, like that makes me think. Why would he lie like that if he really is planning on going through with the procedure? Then that can only mean one thing, right? Is he really going to help me escape? Can I trust him this time? Just as I got my hopes up, the other man seems to have found something odd in Caleb's words earlier. But Dr. Ilya and I have looked through the room by the order of our executives and we found nothing there. Subject 07. Are you sure it's there? That's weird. It should have been there. I don't know where else it would be, other than my previous room. Subject 07. May I ask, why is it that you're looking for anyway? Shit, this guy asks too many questions. すごい詮索して。What am I looking for? It's a gift from Caleb. I can sense Caleb giving me a quick side eye, but quickly takes over regardless. Yes, it was a gift from me. A bookmark. To be exact, bookmark. Shiori? So I think it might be in slipper somewhere. Oh, I see. If that's the case, then I'll help you find it, Dr. Caleb. What? You don't have to. You're part of Frida's team, right? Frida won't like it if she finds out that you are willingly helping me. No, please, it's fine. The executives told us to keep an eye on Subject 07 too, so... Oh, I see, then let's all go there together. The elevator is here, so let's get in. こいつ。まずったね。逃げられないね。There's only heavy awkward silence between the three of us before the elevator reaches its destination. The fact that we had to go through a pretty long detour just to get to my room doesn't help at all. 結局来ちゃったのね。Well, here we are. Here we are indeed. I think I'll look over to the drawers. Can you help me look over there? Near the bed? Sure. 07, just stay where you are. You don't have to look. Huh? Alright then. The man then walks over to the bed, creating a good amount of distance between him and the two of us. Now what? I decide to take a peek at Caleb, and that's when I notice something. He's bringing something out from underneath his coat. やるのか。And then... まあもちろんそうだよね。Shooting. Caleb shot the man, just like that. He slumps to the ground, a pool of blood slowly beginning to form underneath his head, where Caleb had shot him. First, those people blocking the exit, and now this, I guess, they caught on, huh? Hey, Caleb. It's cool, are you crazy? There's no need to kill him. Huh? 07, it's the fastest and the most efficient way to get his done and over with. Look, I know you're angry about your sister's death, but he was still your co-worker, Caleb. And what if someone finds out corpse, huh? Well, then so be it. This room is free from any surveillance cameras, so it will take them a while to notice the corpse. Yeah, but the hallway outside the elevators have cameras. Will be found out in no time. Then, what do you want me to do? I did this so that I can bail you out easier, and now you are throwing a fit about it. Just knock people out next time or something. Wait, did you say you are going to bail me out just now? I did, yes. 助けてくれ、やっぱり。I thought you figured it out already since you were going along with my lie. Turns out you are still pretty dense, huh? Shut up. You keep rocking my trust back and forth. Am I completely at fault for that? Touché. Well, at least he's self-aware. Hey, what made you change your mind anyway? Is it because of Julia? No. Truth to be told, I wanted to release you from the hospital before you were found out underground. Right, Julia did say that. When you told me that you wanted to share my burden, it made me doubt myself once again. It reminded me of Alan and his endless kindness, the kindness that I repaid with whatever this is. It reminded me that even after his death, my promise to fix everything, to do something right for him, it all ended up with me, causing more harm than good. But just before I could release you from all this, you were found snooping around underground. Since you were found out right when the executives were there as well, I had no choice but to play along. Once you knew about Project Metamorphosis, your fate was pretty much sealed. Either you'd have to be killed, or you'd have your memories erased. I advocated for the later methods under the guise that your brain can still be of use. They found out that Frida was the one letting you in and out of there, so they prohibited her from meeting you. If I show any signs of siding with you, I will be prohibited from seeing you as well, and I couldn't have that happen. I see. Then your outburst yesterday, was that an act too? Because if it is, then he's a damn good actor. Not really. A part of me does still think that. I wanted to let you escape, that's for sure. But I initially don't want to give up on Project Metamorphosis. However, because of this, Julia 死んじゃったよ。あの人がこの世界の中で一番善人だったのに。行動が軽率だったけどな。I wait for him to continue, but he never did. He just stares into the distance, not really focusing his gaze on a particular object. カレブ脱出しないと早く、そんなことより。Right, he does this sometimes. Maybe talking about this right now is a bad idea, not to mention that there's a corpse not too far away from us. Caleb doesn't show it, but I'm sure he's overwhelmed by everything right now. From outside, I can hear faint footsteps, growing louder and louder. Is there someone outside? No. 2 people? No way. More importantly, that means that this room is not soundproof, so... Getting a bad feeling about this, I try to shake Caleb. Hey Caleb, I think someone's outside. わあ、見つかった。Excuse me, we are security. We heard something from downstairs and we just want to make sure that everything's fine. No doubt about it now. Just timing just couldn't be better, huh? Caleb, hey. どうすんだ Caleb! Out of panic, I slap him with my hand. With a slap, Caleb finally reacts. He widens his eyes and clutches his cheek, looking directly at me with confusion. Sorry, I know you are probably overwhelmed right now, but if you don't open the door, we'll open it ourselves. The voice outside says, I can tell they are getting impatient. Before I can respond or do anything about it, the door suddenly opens. 2 security guards walk in, and of course they see the corpse with clear gunshot wound to the head lying on the floor. What the? This is Alex. Currently on the 29th floor, room number 295, requesting for backup. I quickly pick my IV stand up and swing it towards the security guard with the lady on his hand, with as much power as I can muster. The security guard falls on the ground, unconscious. 嘘でしょ。こんな強く殴ったの。His head bleeding slightly. 片手で殴って気絶させられるんだ。Right around then, I hear another gunshot. Looking behind me, the other security guard falls to the ground. Not dead, but his leg is bleeding out from the gunshot. But he doesn't give up. The guard tries to sit up while he's about to pull something from his pocket. 噛んだ。Seeing that, I swing my IV stand once again, hitting the guard in the head. IV stand 最強だね。He drops down, not moving afterwards, but he seems to be breathing still. I look down at my left arm. Roy really is strong, huh? This isn't his dominant hand, but even so, this hand can pack a punch. ああ、そうか。もともと犯罪者だもんね。You're pretty brutal, you know that. You're probably just giving him brain damage. I turn around to see Caleb rolling more rounds into his revolver. Despite what just happened, he seems way too calm. You want talk. At least I didn't kill the guy. You, I'm surprised. You actually listened to me this time about not killing people and all. I don't want to hear your nagging, that's all. Caleb then closes his loading gauge on his revolver before he starts to walk past me. 07, I only have this one revolver with me and reloading will take me some time. I have a limited amount of ammo. Not only that, but this thing is loud as hell. It can give away on our location easily. Since they've called for backup, I'm sure my guards are going to come find us soon enough. When that does happen, let's just try to make fun for it. Only confront them when it's absolutely necessary, got it? Got it. 脱出できんのこんなんで。We rush out from the room and quickly make our way down. It was all smooth sailing until the elevator to the ground opened, revealing many security guards, about 6 people waiting for us. It levels us with no way to slip through, not to mention that a few of them are armed with guns too. Don't move, or else. Both Caleb and I only glance at each other. アテンドではないのか。まだやり合ってんのか。With no hesitation, Caleb quickly pulls his revolver up and shoots, prompting the others, including me, to begin attacking as well. I focus on the armed ones. You get the others. Roger. Some of the guards try to tase us, but taser gun. But I managed to hit them before they managed to do. Initially, I feel skeptical that we can even get out of this situation unscathed. However, the more guards we manage to take down, the more confident I become. 勘が戻ってきたんだ。ギャングの時の勘が。Mostly, it's thanks to Caleb though. His decisiveness and composure under this condition is scary. 07, I'm reloading. Cover me. 007みたいになってきた。Stand back and yell at me once you're done. Oddly enough, while some of them too have guns, it's like they're too scared to use it. Whatever the reason is, we're absolutely lucky. Otherwise, we will stand no chance against 6 trained guards. I'm done. Behind you. I look behind me to see a guard about to swing down his baton. バトンか。at me. 警棒のことか。Just before it hits so. I hear a gunshot. There's suddenly a light between the man's eyes before he falls backwards. That was close, thanks. I'm going to scold me for killing this time. There's no time for that. Come on, let's just go before they send us more guards to deal with. Fine, fine. 逃げられんの Wait, the hidden exit is through here? Oh, so you've been here before? あ、研究所か。秘密の。Ooh, I have, yeah. The exit was right under your nose this entire time. You could have escaped earlier if you knew about this. But that's to be expected. The only one who know about this are the researchers after all. So that's why he wanted to go through the research room before going to the elevator. Just as the thought crossed my mind, Caleb then stretched his hand out towards me. That key I gave you, you still have it, right? Ah, I do. Is that the key to the hidden exit? Yeah. When I hand him the key, we hear faint but rushed footsteps coming closer. Caleb, go open the hidden exit. I'll find something to block this door. Yeah, I'm counting on you. I search for something in this room that can be used as a barricade. Then my gaze lands on a stainless steel table nearby with little nothing on top of it. Finding it relatively lightweight, I drag it over to block the door. And then something to make it heavy. That's when I remember the documents and Alan's brain. Starting out with the documents, I tried to bring over and pile them on the table. Not all of them. There won't be enough time to do so. And then the brain. Sorry, Alan. Apologized because an idea popped up in my head. If I break the jar, I'm pretty sure it's going to release a bat odor. Besides, this will be my final chance to destroy this, letting Alan rest in peace once and for all. Making up my mind, I raise the container up above me, then throw it downwards. 破壊すんだ。Goodbye! Alan's brain. The two of us are now rushing through the dimly lit tunnel, our footsteps echoing loudly. Caleb closed the hidden exit behind us in hopes that it would slow the guards down. While running, Caleb starts to talk to me. Hey, 07, you broke the container of Alan's brain just now, didn't ya? I did. I just thought it'd be a great distraction. まあ確かにね。Caleb stayed silent at my answer. I almost said sorry to Caleb. Thankfully, I managed to stop myself just before the word escapes my lips. While I do feel bad for him, I have nothing to apologize to him for. Well, まあ確かに。I hear Caleb sigh. That's probably for the best. Caleb. As I stare at Caleb, he begins to slow down. I follow suit. Phew, all this running is making me tired. The exit is just up ahead, 07. It'll lead you to the hospital's back alley. Let me help you remove your IV. You'll still stand out with your robe, but at least you won't have to drag your IV stand with you all the time. いつまで点滴してんだろうね、そういえば。Alright, thanks. 服とかの問題じゃなくて、頭の怪我でさ、目立つよね、まず。While he's fiddling with the IV, I noticed something off in Caleb's sentence just now. Wait, you won't be coming with? No. Why not? Are you still thinking of a continuing project mathematics psychosis? No. What? Do you really think I deserve to just run off from all of this like nothing happened? No, you don't, but staying behind after you kill your own workers and help the subject escape, it's just the same as committing suicide, Caleb. That's exactly the point, 07. You, bitch. Unable to hold myself back, I grab Caleb's collar. Really, Caleb? Killing yourself? Are you serious right now? What got you so mad now? Shouldn't you be rejoicing? Your ticket out is right in front of you and I won't be bothering you anymore. What are you dissatisfied about? Because you think that simply helping me run away and offering yourself is a solution? That's what got me so mad. But it is, isn't it? If I die, everything will be over. 確かに脳みそも壊れたしな。 correction, your suffering will be over, but not everything else that's happening right now. Even if you die, Project Metamorphosis still will continue. It's a large-scale project after all. What about Julia? Or the other subjects? Alice, Valentino, and all the other ones I'm not aware of. And those all of the more reason for me to kill myself. Project Metamorphosis will still continue, but if I die, I'll keep my knowledge with me to my grave. Julia, Alice, Valentino, they all die because of me, so it's only fair if I join them too. You are just trying to find excuses to run away, Caleb. So what if I am? Anything I try will always cause more harm than good anyway. Fine then. What about... 選択肢かな。なんだかんだで選択肢一回も間違ってないんじゃないこれ。What do Alan think? What about me? What about me, Caleb? By doing that, you're basically telling me to clean your mess up. Julia and I, we weren't so different after all. What do you mean? Are you seriously asking me that right now? You probably noticed, but Julia has been trying to help me this entire time. It's because she regretted taking part in this project and also to help you. She wants you to realize that all of this is only hurting you, Caleb. Julia had been trying to tell me to escape as soon as possible, but I kept staying each and every time. She gave me so many opportunities to do it. Do you know why I never took it until now? Why? Because if I leave, you just continue on with the project, am I right? まあそうだね。See, if I run away then, nothing will be changed. Project Metamorphosis will just continue. More errands will be made. Both Julia and I knew that. Thus, we acted on our own accord to fix all of this. Are you seeing the pattern here, Caleb? It's always been other people who are trying to clean your mess. Never you yourself. You know damn well that what you're doing is fucked up. You said it yourself. Even with that knowledge, you still went on with the project. You know how many problems you have created, and now it's as if you are just going to leave it all to me by dying. I'm one of its subjects. On top of that, I knew far too much about the project. If I escape, do you think they'll just let me be? The executives want this project to stay secret from the public's eye, right? If they killed Julia simply for finding with the project, then it's no doubt that they'll do something similar or worse to me. まあそうだろうね。I'm not going to let you off easily, Caleb. If you really do feel guilty about your own actions, then try your best to resolve all of this. Face your problems, fight tooth and nail to get back the executives. Avenge Julia's death along with many others who have suffered because of this project. That's far better than killing yourself, don't you think so? まあ、死ぬのは簡単な選択肢だからね。現状を変えることより死ぬことの方が簡単だからね。個人的なレベルだと。だから自殺は逃げだって言われるんだね。Caleb only stayed silent for a moment before he finally concluded his decision. Maybe you're right. There's still a lot I need to do. I guess I'll keep on bothering you till everything resolved then. Bring it. I'm already way too deep into all of this to live as if nothing happened. I might as well see through to its end. Doesn't matter if it's take years or decades. I keep an eye on you to make sure you do the right thing. You really are something, 07. Just as I'm about to respond to him, Caleb's eyes suddenly widened as he stares at something behind me. 07, watch out! カレブ、勝負すみアウトブラブイデン。ぐだぐだ喋ってるから。こっちか。この人か。Where do you think you're going, huh? What? フリーダ こいつ。あ、まだ死んでなかった。肩を打たれただけ。Caleb, your shoulder! Don't worry about me, as long as you're fine. Really now, Caleb, you're really going to waste all of your work just because the man subject says so? Is it because you've fallen for all 7 for Leo? Have you ever thought that he's just acting the way he did to kiss up to you? What? Oh, don't play dumb, all 7. You've been acting so kind and so understanding towards Caleb, haven't you? You know Caleb is a desperate for love and you used that to your advantage. Now look at Caleb. You got him dancing around your little fingers. He's even going so far as to risk his life for you. Taking a bullet to protect you. いや、お前が撃ったの。撃った人がそれを言うのか。Caleb, you are so easily manipulated. It's embarrassing to watch. That's just ridiculous. Don't believe her, Caleb. You know that's not true. I stare at Caleb. His lack of response is starting to make me worry. While he hates Frida, he's been working together with her for years now. He might just trust her more than me. この話、本当にしっかりしてるね。フリーゲームとは思えないほどの話の構成の軽さ、分量もそうだし。However, my feelings of dread is soon replaced by confusion as Caleb begins to laugh instead. In my entire life, I've never seen you lose your composure this hard before. All of those manipulation tactics you just mentioned, haven't those always been your methods to keep me working with you? You've always so dead set on screwing up this project one way or another. I used to think that you were just pretty, but I've come to realize that I was wrong. You did all that to keep me working on Project Metempsychosis, didn't you? Now that's a good face. I must be incorrect then. Are you starting to panic, Frida? Feeling scared now that I'm betraying all of you? Oh, you'll get an earful from the executives for sure. After all, you're the one who got me into Project Metempsychosis. You're so cocky. So what if you're gone? We can just find a better researcher to replace you. Even if you leave and spread words about Project Metempsychosis, people will think you're just a lunatic anyway. Alright, then there should be no issue with me leaving with O7, right? まあね、なるわな。So why won't you just let us go? 確かに。The two of them then aim their respective guns towards each other. 撃った。Caleb shoots first without hesitation. Despite his wound, he's still able to aim well, shooting one of Frida's legs. 足を撃つのいいよね。無効化するには。Caleb, you! Then he shot Frida's head, like it meant nothing to him. 殺した。Don't worry, she'll literally just leave again. She's one of the results of this project. クローンだからね。I guess so. Suddenly, many footsteps can be heard coming closer from the direction of the underground laboratory. O7, run ahead without me. Huh? What about you? You are not planning on sacrificing yourself, are you? No, of course not. I'm just going to distract them a bit. They'll catch up to you, I promise. 出た。俺のことは気にするなーってやつでしょ。大抵死ぬんだよね、そういう人。You better be. Don't worry, I'll see you again soon. Now go! I only give him a card note before I rush out, fully trusting Caleb to keep his word. 一人脱出だ。I kept on running away as if my life depended on it. What Caleb said was true. The tunnel leads to the back alley with no one around. Still not feeling safe yet, I continue to run as fast as my legs can carry me. While doing so, I look up towards the sky. ついに外に出れた。 これからどうやって生きていくんだろう、でも。2034年に。Seeing the vibrant blue sky with my own eyes, standing directly underneath it without being separated by a glass window. The sounds of the street, the chirping birds. It's only now that everything hits me. 久しぶりの外。That I'm now finally free. Ha. I draw in a shaky breath and let it out. I'm free. Despite everything, I'm still alive and free. But even if I want to feel free, happy about it, should I? Julia died and Caleb 死んだかな No, that's even more of a reason why I should be relieved. Julia's death is not in vain after all. As for Caleb. なるほど。仕事探さないと。I'll be waiting. So please keep your promise and stay safe. エピローグ Moving forward. なるほど。でもさ、記憶を取り戻す手術記憶を移植する手術をやればさ、ジュリアも生き返らせられるんじゃない記憶だけは。Around 7 months have passed since that day. I haven't seen Caleb at all during those times. I wasn't sure at all if he was even alive anymore. I remember that he took Julia's phone with him, and I also still have the note with her number on me. ちょっと待ってね。いや、ちょっと休憩しないときつい。I wanted to search for him myself, but I didn't have any clue as to where he could be. So I've decided to find that one place that means a lot to Caleb. The house where Caleb's grandparents lived. まだ残ってんだ、すごいね。I've been straying there for a few days now, hoping that I could bump into him if I stay here long enough. Of course, all of this could end up being a huge waste of time if he never comes here, or if he's already long gone. But I still want to hope that Caleb will keep his promise and catch up to me, no matter when that will happen. Seeing the house, I continue further in, walking past bushes of orange-colored flowers. Then bushes of a similar bloom with a light blue color on them. 出た。Despite being abandoned for quite some time, the greenery surrounding this house is breathtaking. The house itself is huge, but it feels comfortable to stay in, even if I've only changed a small part of the house. It's no wonder why both Caleb and Alan really enjoyed spending their time here. Having nothing else to do, I'm planning to do more cleaning today. I might as well make myself comfortable here while I wait. But before that, I take out my phone, calling Julia's number. At this point, doing that has become a part of my daily life now. I wasn't expecting much, however. あ、iPhone のやつ。I hear a faint tune from outside of the house. Is that someone's phone? 誰か来たの Feeling curious, I leave the house to try and find the source of the noise. Standing right in front of the house is someone familiar. 出たー生きてた。Caleb? Huh? Hey, that's really you, isn't it? Yes. 記憶がないんじゃないのあ、髪の毛生えた。やつらかなあ、手がサイボーグになってる。買ったんだね、どうにかして。機種を。まあ未来の技術だから今よりもっとすごい機種なんだろうね。I wanted to say something to him, but somehow my mind draws a blank. I'm just overwhelmed with a lot of different emotions right now. Come on in, let's about talk. Sure. こいつも記憶をさ、移した人なんじゃないのクローンなんじゃないのかっこいいな、二人とも。こんななんかさ、雑誌の表紙みたいなポーズされてもな。 決まってるね。このネクタイの結び方。イケメンだけに許されたこのルーズな結び方。職場で真似してみようかな。このネクタイの結び方で面接行こうかな。The two of us take a seat in the study room, but for a short while, neither of us said anything. I finally met Caleb, but how do I even start the conversation? Do I go straight to the point, or should I start with small talk first? The fact that Caleb had been staring at me with his unusual, unreadable expression doesn't help at all. In the middle of my thoughts, I suddenly hear Caleb talk, finally breaking the ice. I see you've gotten yourself a prosthetic arm and eye. あ、そうか、目ん玉も義手を入れたんだね。義眼を入れたんだね。あ Oh yeah. Roy surprisingly has a lot of money saved up. So I thought I might as well use it. Makes sense. Technically, that's your money anyway. なるほど。So, knowing Roy, I'm pretty sure that's dirty money. Yeah, I pretty much figured. I noticed that you've been staring. Does the prosthetic look off or something? No, it looks fine. In fact, you look really fine, O7. That's why I've been staring. 本人なのか。What? This guy. Really, Caleb? We haven't met for a while and the first thing you do is flirt with me? Since when I'm flirting with you, I just complimented your appearance. Huh? Aren't you getting way too ahead of yourself? I feel my face getting warm from embarrassment at the way to make things awkward. Me. Shut it. Back then, you would randomly flirt around. Am I at fault for taking it the wrong way? You really are something, O7. Just like that, Caleb burst out laughing without a care in the world. I don't think I've seen him looking so happy before. Somehow, the tension I felt before has all but disappeared. That's right. We are not in the hospital anymore. Sorry. I was just messing with you. I wasn't lying when I said you look great though. Yeah, thanks for the compliment. I tried my best to look at least okay, despite all of this mess. ね、ちゃんと髪の毛も生えて、普通の人みたいになったね。顔の傷がある分さ、かっこよくなったんじゃない前より。I say as I point towards the huge scar on my face. Oh, also, you can just call me Seven. No need for that zero in front of it. It feels more human that way. そうか。セブンなんて名前の人いる？ Seven. I officially changed my name to that month ago too. Oh, you actually still using Seven at your name now? I thought you'd stick with Roy or find a better name. Yeah, I got used to being called Seven. And imagine you using Julia's identity. It'll feel weird, right? That's how I feel about Roy. It's a hassle to come up with a new name anyway. Doesn't that name remind you of what happened in the underground laboratory? I'd be lying if I say otherwise, but at the same time, I was pretty much born through Project Metamorphosis. Even if I change my name, change my looks, and pretend as if nothing ever happened, it wouldn't change that one fact. So I might as well embrace that part of myself and continue moving forward with it. That's what I thought. But you didn't ask for all of that, Seven, unlike me. You're just a victim. There's no shame in you throwing away that part of yourself and starting a new life. Away from this project and from me. Hell, that's probably the better choice to make. Despite everything I've said to you and put you through, you are your own person. You are not Alan. You are not Roy. You are just you. Even if you were born because of the project, you can live life on your own terms. まあよくあるセリフで、なんかのさ、分身として生まれて、人に対して、君は君なんだみたいな、よくあるオチ。 The project doesn't define you. Naturally, you feel responsible for what's happened. 王道が一番だよね。とは言っても王道が一番なんだよね。長く使われてきた法則にはそれなりの理由があるわけだと。説得力があるんだ。真理が含まれてるんだね。You've already done more than enough. Now it's all on me. Caleb.Hearing all that from him, of all people, really makes me feel as though I'm being put into a warm, comforting embrace. I never knew I wanted to hear all that so badly until Caleb went ahead and said it to me directly. Before my emotions have a chance to overwhelm me though, I take a deep breath and give Caleb my response. No, I already promised myself that I won't be running away anymore. My memories are Alan's, of course, but if it runs away, I feel like it's disrespectful towards Alan. Even though I'm not him, I know and understand him well, thanks to the artificial memory. It's like he's a good friend or a brother that I've never met myself, and I want to grant him something he had always wanted for himself but never had the chance to have courage to face things head on, to stand up for himself and for those incapable to do so. Besides, someone has to keep an eye on you. You might either kill yourself or do something you'd regret again, and I don't want that. I hope all of that makes sense. Yeah, don't worry, I get you. Honestly, you honor Alan better than I ever did. I'm impressed and envious at the same time.I'm a coward, Seven. Truth to be told, I was scared of seeing you again. I didn't know how to face you or what to say to you when I did meet you. I thought that you'd be happier if I never went to see you at all. I mean, what kind of person would want to see their tormentor, right? I thought that it'd probably be better if I had died after all.But I've also made a promise to you, and I don't want to break that. I also don't want Julia's death to be in vain. I just don't want to make the same mistake I did before. Is that why it took you so long to find me again? Yeah. なんだ。場所は特定してたけど、わざと会いに来なかったのね。You know,I've been waiting for you ever since I escaped from the hospital. Eventually, though, I decided to try and look for you myself. You probably noticed it since I've been calling Julia's phone almost every single day now. Yeah, tell me about it. Well, maybe you should pick it up then. Ooh, anyway, I even came here just to look for you. So, thank you for keeping your promise, Caleb.そうか。I technically didn't keep my promise though. I promised to find you, but I never did. I actively ignored your calls and... But in the end, the two of us ended up meeting again, though you still kept your promise in a way. I'm just glad that you're alive and well. But why? After everything I did, why are you glad?You still helped me escape right at the end, even took a bullet for me. If you didn't have a change of heart, I would be here right now. I feel bad if I found out you've died afterwards. Aside from that, I know you feel remorseful for what you did. What you did was still not right, of course. Sometimes I find myself blaming you for what you did. Even after months have passed, I still feel guilty about using Lloyd's body.I wanted to visit his wife's and daughter's graves, but every time I wanted to do so, I find myself feeling sick to my stomach. 娘のあれどうなったの？生き返らせるって約束は。Sometimes during extremely bad days, I would even avoid looking at mirrors altogether, and we are only talking about me. I'm sure the other subjects I've had probably are going through worse things.But still, if you truly feel guilty about it all, then it's better late than never. At least, that's what I believe. You want to do something right for Alan, right? Then don't repeat the same mistakes you did. It won't be easy. I know it won't be, but that's exactly what I'm choosing to be by your side. Not only...飛ばしちゃった。I did promise that I'd help you with your burden back in the hospital, didn't I? Yeah, I guess you did. I can't believe you even remember that. I thought it was just something you said to get me to talk. Well, at that time, yeah, sort of. I find myself actually wanting to do it though. I see. Thank you, 7, 11. No, there's no need to thank me. I'm just excited to get to see you go to prison. That's all. Yeah, I should have figured. もう悠々と暮らしてんだ、でも。過去の自分の貯金で。いいな。There's still a lot I need to do before that's all. I wanted to make sure I write down everything I know about the project and keep it somewhere safe, just as a precautionary measure. Maybe even pass the information to a detective or a journalist or some sort. なるほどね。内部告発するの。I also want to reach out to the subjects, friends and relatives, which is something I'm not looking forward to. I don't even know how I'll go on about doing that. Don't worry, we'll figure something out together. Together, huh? Yeah, I guess so. Evan, I'll ask you one more. Are you sure you want to accompany me throughout all this? It's definitely be a long and complicated road. You might just get targeted by the people from Project Metempsychosis again. Like I've said, there's no shame in starting a new life altogether. It's better if you back down now, while you still have the chance. No, I've made up my mind. I want to see this through to its end, but I want to be in the front row seat while I watch that happen. 洒落たセリフだね。You're so stubborn. Just don't complain or nag me too much later, got it? I'm not making any promises. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Alan, you said something about wanting to listen to one of his music boxes, right? Yeah, I did say that. Why did you ask? Look what I found while I was cleaning up yesterday. 見つけたんだ。I'm unsure if this is the same one you mentioned back then, but have a look for yourself. I pull something out of a drawer nearby and show it to Caleb. It's a small music box that's painted purple, complete with its music note. Upon seeing it, Caleb immediately looks like he's about to cry. No way, I thought I lost it. So it really is this one, huh? I still have Alan's memories of when he wrote this one. It was the one song he felt the proudest for. Just for old time's sake, I'll play it. オルゴールか、自作の。いいね。どんな音楽入ってんだろう。Caleb stares at me expectantly as I start cranking the music box. これがエンディングの曲になるっていう洒落た演出なんだな。いやー、いい話だったね。エンディング1。これいいエンディングじゃない？これいいエンディング？ベストエンディング？いやー、大作だったな。面白かった。最後の終わり方もいいね。自分の作ってるゲームが恥ずかしいよ。このゲームやった後だと。すごいな。ちゃんと作り込まれてたな。というわけで、ギャラリーが全部埋まってるんであれば、いや、結構ね、埋まってないよ。結構埋まってないよ。結構埋まってないね。そうでしょう。全然埋まってないよ。あ、コンセプトアート。 コンセプトアート入れてくれるの嬉しいね。ああ。めちゃくちゃ頭身高いな。20頭身ぐらいあるんじゃないの？すごいね。すごい、ちゃんと細かくこういう情報まで設定してるんだ。すごいな。まめな人だな。こういうのが大切なんだね。作品作りには。あ、たくさんある。終わった。あれ？後書きもあるんだね。すごいな。待って。何回見りゃいいのこれ。なにこれ。ああ、作者の後書きが漫画風に書かれてるんだね。すごいな。すごい。学校に行きながら、internship at the moment, going to work for 8 hours, and then working on the game during my free time. あと、偉い。偉いよ。見習いたいよ。偉い。これ有料で売った方がいいよ、この人。このゲーム。な、これ。待って。まだ見切れてないね。エンディングが。とりあえず、一旦やめようか。とりあえずエンディング一つは見ましたと。